If you're looking for cheap and reliable Ultimate Team coins, then check out thefootshop.com. They will be in the description, and use the code Tobias for a discount. What's up guys, Tobias here, and welcome back to another all-time best 11 squad builder. I've already done one of these on my channel a couple of weeks ago. You guys absolutely loved it. You smashed well over 3,000 likes, which is absolutely awesome. So I do just want to say thank you ever so much to you guys for that. If we could beat 3,000 likes on this video, that would be absolutely awesome. The first one I did do was Kaka's all-time best 11, and today we are going with Ronaldo's all-time best 11. When I say Ronaldo, as you've probably been able to tell by the thumbnail, if you missed the thumbnail, then I'm not talking about Cristiano Ronaldo. I'm actually talking about the Brazilian legend Ronaldo. So yes, this is actually his chosen 11. He himself did announce and say that this was his all-time best 11, starting 11, and it actually only includes 2 Brazilian players, which I did. That was one thing I did really like about this squad. A lot of the time when professional footballers or ex-professional footballers release their all-time best 11s, they're very, very biased. They include a lot of national teammates, or if it's not national teammates, it's club teammates. So it's actually nice to see Ronaldo's actually only included 2 Brazilians. I can't remember off the top of my head how many Kaka had, but I do know that he did have quite a few Brazilians in his all-time starting 11. But yeah, without further ado, let's get straight into Ronaldo's all-time best 11. So, as you can see then, in goal we are going with Jose Angel Iribar. He is a Spanish goalkeeper who did actually play for Athletic Bilbao in the La Liga between the 1960s and the 1980s. So a lot of you may not know who Iribar is. He was a very, very famous goalkeeper in the La Liga around 30 or 40 years ago. And he did actually manage to get 49 caps for his country. So he did actually, he was actually the starting goalkeeper for Spain for quite a while. And he did actually win 2 Copa del Rey trophies while he was at Athletic Bilbao, and that is who Brazilian Ronaldo has chosen as his all-time greatest goalkeeper. At the left-back spot then, we're actually going with a position change. A lot of people, a lot of foot users will see Paolo Maldini as a centre-back. Ronaldo's actually chosen to play him as a left-back in his squad. Now, Maldini's played over 600 games for AC Milan. He did actually retire in 2009. Not before, however. He did get 120, it was over 125, over 125 caps for his country, and he did actually win the Serie A, however you want to pronounce it, 7 times. He won the Italian League 7 times, which is absolutely awesome, and that is who he's got stuck in at the left back. Moving on to the centre back then, it's a face you'll be familiar with. We've got Franz Beckenbauer, arguably the greatest German centre back of all time. He won 4 Bundesliga titles with Bayern Munich. He did actually go to the MLS, I believe it was, in around the 1970s. He did actually captain West Germany to their World Cup victory in 1974. So back then, obviously, I'm sure a lot of you will know, or if you're on update with, well, I say up to date, this was absolutely many years ago, up to date with your geography, you will know that back then Germany was actually split into 2. So he did actually captain West Germany to their World Cup win in 1974. At the right back spot then, we have Cafu. This is our first Brazilian player we're going to be looking at in this squad. It was actually the right back that Kaka chose as well. So yeah, we've got Cafu at the right back, best known for his time he did spend in the Italian League again with Roma and AC Milan. He played a fuckload for Brazil as well, over 140 appearances for Brazil, and he also did win the World Cup twice in 1994, and he also won it again with Brazil in 2002. So that does complete Ronaldo's all-time best defence, and he's actually gone with a 3 at the back. He's only chosen 1 centre-back, which was quite surprising considering there have been some absolutely unbelievable centre-backs over the last 20 to 30 years. Moving on to the midfield then, we have Xavi, another player in this team that has only ever represented 1 club in his career. Obviously, he's been at Barcelona for over 16 years now. He did retire from international football, was it last summer or the summer before? He did have over 130 appearances for Spain, 2 European Championships, and he also won the World Cup with Spain. So he has a lot of medals and trophies. He has done a shitload in his career. So that is who Ronaldo has in the centre mid. Moving on to the left hand side, then we have Diego Maradona, and I don't really need to say too much. If you're English, you will know the hand of God is very, very famous for all us English. And yeah, so an Argentinian legend then who did play for Barcelona, Napoli, and a few other clubs, but he's probably most well known for playing for Barcelona, Napoli. He's got like Boca Juniors in there. There's a couple of other clubs he's played for. Won the 1986 World Cup, as well as 2 Serie A titles. As again, a lot of players in this team have just seemed to be absolutely smashing the Italian league. Moving on to the right hand side then, we have our first Dutch player, I believe it is. That is Johan Cruyff, former Ajax and Barcelona midfielder, who is probably one of the, or if not the most famous Dutch legend. I know you've got a lot of Van players in there, for example, and we've got like Robin. Is he going to be seen as a legend when he retires? Completely off topic, but yes, Johan Cruyff did actually win the Ballon d'Or 3 times. A lot of people don't actually know that, but yeah, Cruyff won the Ballon d'Or 3 times, and did also have a successful managerial career at Barcelona. He was actually the manager of Barcelona for a little bit. Moving on to the centre attacking mid spot then, we are going with Zinedine Zidane, who ended his career with a bang, and I guess the word bang, or did he end bang or headbutt, whatever you guys want to choose, we can go with that. He's now in charge. He's actually now the manager, I believe it is. I think he's the manager. If he's not, he's like a coach, or he does something for Real Madrid's B team. If he's not the manager, I do apologise, but I just know he has some coaching, or he's some, I'm pretty sure he's the manager. I'm pretty sure he's the manager, but don't quote me on it. Of Real Madrid's B team. He won the La Liga title in Spain and also the Champions League as a player while he was at Real Madrid, and he also did help France to win the World Cup in 1998. And then I can't remember which World Cup it was, or was it the Euros? I can't even remember, but yes. What player was it? A lot of people always seem to think it was Chiellini, but it wasn't Chiellini. It was against Italy. Yeah, he obviously got himself sent off, and France actually lost that final because of the headbutt. He got that straight red. I don't actually know to this day. It's 2015, and I don't even know what was said to him that made him so angry that he just turned around and just whacked a headbutt straight on, I want to say Chiellini, but I know it's not Chiellini's chest. But yeah, so if you actually know in the comments, please let me know what was said to Zidane that made him just absolutely flip out like that. Moving on to the forwards then, we have Di Stefano. He is a Real Madrid absolute legend. I do just want to say, unfortunately, he did die at the age of 88 last summer. He did die in 2014, but yeah, he is probably one of the greatest, if not the greatest, Real Madrid legend, who won the La Liga title 8 times, which is absolutely insane. But Di Stefano, unfortunately, he has passed away, but Ronaldo did have him up there as one of his 3 forwards. Moving on to the right-hand side then, we do actually have on the right, we do have Pelé there. Ronaldo's chosen to, that is actually his second and final Brazilian player he's got in there. I think we could all safely say Brazilian Ronaldo was going to include Pelé in there. Don't really think I need to say too much about Pelé, former Santos striker. Stupid appearances for Santos. Widely known as a lot of, like, I'm pretty sure 95% of people these days, if you asked who is or was the greatest ever footballer of all time, I'm pretty sure 95% of the answers you would get would be Pelé. And obviously it's absolutely awesome that he actually does have a card on Ultimate Team. A lot of the players in this squad here don't have cards on Ultimate Team, but Pelé, we are absolutely a lot of people don't actually realise how awesome it is to have Pelé as a card on Ultimate Team, considering, I'd guess, hazard a guess, that 95% of people would say that he is the greatest footballer, or was the greatest footballer when he was playing of all time. So yeah, we obviously have Pelé there. He won the World Cup 3 times with Brazil, and got 92 caps for Brazil across just under 15 years. Finally then, to complete the squad, it is interesting, Ronaldo has not chosen Ronaldo in his all-time best 11. He has actually completed the squad with Lionel Messi, Barcelona's greatest goal scorer of all the time. He is, as it currently stands of recording this video, I believe he has won 6 La Liga titles. Whether he is going to make it 7 this season, we still have to wait a couple more weeks to see what happens there, because I know it is still in the balance between Barcelona and Real Madrid, even though Real Madrid did draw yesterday, which did damage their title hopes. But yes, Lionel Messi there, then can he make it 7 La Liga titles this season? We'll have to wait and see. 3 Champions Leagues, and he's also won 4 Ballon d'Ors. So yeah, a lot of people argue that he is the greatest footballer of all time at the current time. A lot of people say it's Portuguese Ronaldo, but that again is completely off topic. We're here today to look at Brazilian Ronaldo's all-time best 11, and that does complete the squad. He's gone with an interesting formation. He hasn't gone with like 2 centre-backs. He's not gone with 2 strikers. He's gone more of like 2 strikers playing off Lionel Messi. But yeah, that does complete Ronaldo's all-time starting 11. As you can see on the right-hand side, we do have Ronaldo himself as the manager of this squad, coming in with 100 chemistry and a rating of 90, because we're not looking at subs in this video. But I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, then please do smash that like button. If you would like to see me do more of these, let me know what players you would like to see me do a squad builder on their all-time best 11. I know pretty much every single footballer these days has said their all-time best 11s. Like Ibrahimovic was like released his last week. Yaya Toure released his recently in like a Nissan advert. As to why he did it in a Nissan advert, I don't even know. Beckham's, I'm 90% sure Beckham's will have said one at some point of it during his career. So yeah, if there are players you would like to see me do an all-time best 11 squad builder on, let me know in the comments. Subscribe if you are new around here. Smash that like button. 3,000 likes would be absolutely awesome. Until the next one, I'll be speaking to you guys later. Take care.